It is very historical to say that the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. And that has been the journey and the story that I'm going to narrate to you now on how we have been able to convert history and legacy to a business empire that is spanning in multi-billion today. So the Palm Ridge Estate project, which is the oil palm tree farming project, started from a very humble beginning, but not just the humility of the beginning, but the uniqueness of my story. My father died when I was 14 years old, and he left us with no options but grappling for how to go to school, and a lot of options were ranging in our minds. But we celebrate his legacy today because all he left behind for us was hectares of oil palm tree farm, and that sustained the family to any length of lifestyle that we could afford, including going to very good schools and never having to beg any uncles and aunties to go to school. But the story would not be unique all on its own without what we have been able to do with the story by connecting that story to our enterprise, and also replicating such to feed thousands of Nigerians, home and abroad, to provide jobs for our teeming youth population, and also to support the government drive for gross domestic production. And so the story all started from COVID, 2019 and 2020. I was in a village, resting off from the lockdown, and we began to notice that a lot of persons around us were oil palm tree farmers, and we were able to connect to them, having to solve their needs. They need funds to send their children to school while they are going to be harvesting their palm trees over the year. And we were able to aggregate them and speak on their behalf to Zenith Bank, and very helpful bank, who saw a reason with our pitch and then said, oh, we should create a community with them, and they are ready to bank them and also provide them some sort of supports. And so we did that, had their datas, and roll out our cards for them, and we started a journey of taking their palm fronds, processing palm oil, or of taking their palm oil and then giving them resources for the year. So for example, some of them collected money on loan and are able to execute their petty projects while they pay back with palm oil harvest or palm front harvest. And that supported a lot of women in the community. A lot of children were able to go to school just from that initiative. And going down that lane of 2020, we also saw that we were able to connect these people to funding in the city. So we came to the city and created a cooperative, Flap Cooperative, and we narrated a story of the people in the village who need funds, and then we can get oil, save the oil, sell, and give a better profit to the community, to the cooperative. And that was a very good success story from the cooperative. And from the first year, the fourth year, and continuing from that, we have never witnessed any loss, because oil is seasonal, and we're able to support these farmers and then also use that as an investment vehicle to our cooperative members. And we moved from that to seeing the potential that if these people stop supplying us their proceeds or their palm front and palm oil, how do we continue the business? It has become a very lucrative business, giving us well over 50% ROI per annum. From the first, second, third year, over 50% per annum. In 2021, we witnessed over 200% revenue just from that support mechanism and the transactions that happen from the palm oil. And so we jumped into a partnership with Okitipupa Oil Palm PLC, which is also a local-based oil palm company founded by the government over 40 years ago. We became moribund because of management challenges. So we rented 96 acres of oil palm tree from them in 2020, 2021, and began to harvest palm fronds and process palm oil. Also this connecting the value to our cooperative, and we're able to, tax ourselves, harvest the palm fronds, process palm oil, and have good revenue and good profit for our cooperators. And in 2021, we saw another challenge that may happen in the future. We said, what if Okitukpa Oil Palm PLC stop renting their farm to us? Because they will see the potential of the business. And then we thought to ourselves, we need to plant our own palm trees. And that drove us to starting the Palm Ridge Estate project. And our first plantation happened in Ondo State. Then we did about 300 acres in Ondo State. And we moved from Ondo State to Lagos State. Potentially, our idea of moving to Lagos State is understanding that the oil palm tree farm is a very, very profitable means of real estate and combining land banking. Buy land with appreciation over the years, and then you can sell in the future. So we acquired some portion in Ekpe and planted our palm trees, which was the first success story in Lagos State, and today one of the biggest oil palm tree farm in Lagos State. And we built from that record. We saw a business potential in that record, saying that we could also intercrop in the midst of these palm trees rather than leaving the space just to be fallow. And that drove our initiative to planting yams, cassava in between our palm trees. And in 2022, we started the Eco Yams project, intercropping yams in our palm trees. And in 2023, we were able to deliver for the first time in the history of Lagos State 1 million tubers yam farm, which was a success story. We harvested the Eco Yams, shared with our cooperators and our landlords, and it was a huge success. And that's the success of the Palm Ridge Estate, which is the oil palm tree farming now, which we have started since 2019-2020, building it till date, also gave us the credence that we can expand beyond what we have now. And in late 2023, we acquired our first 1,000 acres in Ado-Odo-Ota, Ogun State, and launched the Palm Fortune City, a city that is designed to be an agro-smart city where you can have residency mixed with palm tree farm, mixed with other agricultural practices, and very laudable projects. We also gained support from our mortgage partner, AG Mortgage Bank PLC, and we've been able to forge good partnership with Okitukpa Oil Palm PLC, also with NIFOR, the Nigeria Institute for Oil Palm Research, where they get their seedlings. And then I want to go into seedling raising because of the technicality involved. We partner with Okitukpa Oil Palm PLC to raise our seedlings for us, and we signed an MOU, and they raise our seedlings professionally. We then move our seedlings to site to plant. And we proceeded from the 1,000 acres to late 2023, early 2024, we acquired more acres in Ado-Odo. And in 2024, we launched our 3,000 hectares oil palm tree project in Ado-Odo-Ota as an expansion of the 1,000 acres. Also, in 2024, we acquired a fully functional oil palm tree farm in Oyo State, Ibadan. You can see how we are moving through all the southwest states in just a couple of time that this story started. So in Oyo State, we saw the potential also for oil palm tree farming and the agro-real estate model that we have created around this. And we acquired a 155 acres oil palm tree farm with functional oil palm milling equipment with the capacity to do 1.5 tons of production per day, and every other equipment for palm kernel milling, vegetable oil extraction, and every other equipment live on the farm. And guess what? This time around, this property was acquired with full documentation. It has a C of O, a certificate of occupancy. And presently, we are milling palm oil every week, either from our Oyo State farm, our Ondo State farm, and by next year, 2025, will start milling palm oil in Ekpe, Lagos State, which is the biggest market in West Africa. And also, very soon, we'll start milling from our Adodo palm tree farm. So the oil palm tree project has traveled this long in a short while, from 2019 to 2024. And with a projection, this is a sustainable business that can span over 50 years. Our vision and our mission for the future is to grow 20,000 hectares in the next 5 to 10 years. And achieving this will be a landmark for our all-inclusive agriculture and real estate business model. And I will explain that. With a 20,000 hectares oil palm tree, it will support our revenue to build more houses for Nigerians to live without having to break the bank. With 20,000 hectares, we'll be able to employ over 7,000 Nigerians to work with our oil palm rich estate model. With 20,000 hectares, we'll be able to support well over 10,000 individuals to have their source of income passively as investors from the oil palm tree model. And this will also support a lot of Nigerians to be landlords. But guess what? The most interesting part of this journey is the land banking model. So flip back to my history. The same land that our father planted those palm trees, that has been transferred to us, has appreciated from nothing to over ₦1 billion in current value. That's land banking. You own the land, we plant the trees, the land is appreciating over the value, over the time, and the future you can sell the land for other purposes. So this is the history with our oil palm rich estate project, and we cannot wait to have you on board this interesting journey with us. We promise you this is one of the best investment model, business model you can create for yourself to justify a good passive income for today, and also a good retirement plan for yourself and a good legacy for your children. We appreciate all our clients, all our landlords, all our investors, and we appreciate the government for their due support in policy and every other thing. And we believe that the future of Nigeria is in the hands of our youths. But we are taking the lead to make sure that youthful entrepreneurship powered by indigenous creativity become a focal point for transforming the Nigerian economy. We appreciate you. Thank you.